Oh. Devourer of gods. Ho ho ho. That's pretty epic. Interesting. This is interesting here. What happened to you?
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a lord.
Well, I wanted to check, make sure this wasn't an illusion. But okay. We'll see what it's all about. Alright. Welcome back to Inconsequential Souls. Welcome back. Alright, so I figure for now on I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that I can stay alive for most of the adventuring through a lot of these areas and just start summoning phantom help when it comes to bosses, because it's like a lot of these bosses just seem like damage sponges with like a whole bunch of like shooter game abilities, where it's just like you just see a bunch of scatters of like projectiles and like you're supposed to dodge it at the right time and stuff, and it's like I don't know. It's like playing Rygar or something like that. You know, not that I'm complaining, because I guess like every type of boss is supposed to have its like strengths and weaknesses, but it's like I don't know, just bashing my head against bosses thing, like that's not how this build is supposed to work. So I gotta change how I do stuff. Which means I'm gonna need to summon help, because this is obviously a boss fight. So let's do that. There we go. Mel the Betrayed. Okay. Yeah, I should have been seeking help a long time ago. Yeah, I apologize for not doing that sooner, but it's like... let me check something. Okay, I remember there being summon signs here, but... Oh. Nope. Gonna have to fight the dancer all by myself, I guess. Because I know that's what the boss is. It's a dancer of the Frigid Valley. Lysander. He looks ready. So does this guy. Didn't work. Oh, I can summon 2 phantoms. Hello. Yeah, I'm not playing fair no more. Alright. Yep. Yep. I'm getting used to this. Alright, so let's not die here, because I'm not sure how easy it is to get help in this specific area, so... Let's be super cheesy. Alright. So stealth doesn't work against you, so I'm not going to be able to hide. Alright. I can't. Okay. Nearly dying in one hit. What's that do? Wow. I don't even know what that was. Well, I'm just gonna sit back and let them do all the work. Because obviously, like... Well, I guess that's not gonna work. Gotta help. Can't hit him. Or it. Weird. Huh. Wow. Well, I certainly can't solo this boss. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. +7. Alright, wait a minute for a sec. I need to, excuse me, I need to make sure I'm at my best, because the feel and the drop of power is real, so. Ugh. Let me make sure that I'm not holding back.
Ah, just good, wasn't he?
So I need Titanite chunks. And I don't have any. Alright, so I'm not holding back. I just can't do anything. Okay. Now, as far as my staff. Okay. Strength. I don't get it. Alright. And I don't have any more sharp gems. So I can't. Well, this is as best as it can get. And I'm not going to be using the. Yeah. Alright.
Pretty.
You don't sell chunks, right?
Ah, well met. How may I be of service?
Hold on for 1 second. Alright, welcome back. So you don't sell chunks. And I don't remember anybody dropping them, so. Alright.
Ashen one.
Alright, let's go. Sit down. Like you know it's really good. Come on, son. Alright. Thanks for coming back. And thank you for coming. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, welcome back to Inconsequential Souls. Looks like we got some new patches. Ah. Alright. I'm gonna try to solo this boss once, and if it doesn't work out, yeah, I'm just gonna show the part when I'm about to kill him. So yeah, I'm kind of done with the whole bumping my head or like smashing my head against bosses like in this game. Like, can't do it anymore. Just can't. Sick of it. Oh. You kind of just stand there. Oh, much easier. Oh. Or not. Alright, you're not that bad. But yes, we finally got some patches, so PvP might actually be a thing now. Cause yeah, what I was gonna say, I wasn't meaning for it to come up in this episode, but we did get a patch, so yeah, I wasn't really feeling PvP. And there's a number of reasons why. Like well, okay, so I kind of got spoiled by Dark Souls 2's ability to have a philosophy of don't get hit. Now, don't get me wrong, Phantom Range and all that was a thing in Dark Souls 2. But there was a certain consistency with bad connections and stuff, where even if you were to get hit with something that shouldn't have hit you, you could kind of adapt and make adjustments, you know. So let me concentrate real quick. Eek. I wasn't sure if I could dodge that. Yeah, you could just kind of make adjustments, so it was never a big deal. But I'll continue it when I Alright, there we go. Oh man. Slipped through the cracks. Okay. But yeah, you could kind of adapt. So the thing is, as long as the visual cue was you know, in order, you could respond. So for example, if somebody started swinging at you, more than likely on their screen you were probably right in their face, so it made sense for you to just dodge out of the way. In Dark Souls 3 it's a little strange, like, because the combat is so fast paced, hit confirms are really important when you're using weapons that are a little bit more precision based. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, something like the S-Stock. Now, I've heard that the S-Stock is one of the more broken weapons in the game. But the thing is, I'm not a spammy player. So, I wouldn't know anything about, like, you know, bad hitboxes or anything like that. Like, I like to swing my weapon when I know it's going to connect and it's going to do counter damage. So, I'm a little bit more careful about my attacks. Oh, boy. But I'm under the impression that you don't have to be. And the reason that I say that is because I notice even when it comes to PvE sometimes when you're fighting regular enemies, a lot of time your best option is just spray and pray, which is what I call it, but more so in the weapon sense is where you just keep attacking until you hit something. And I mean, I understand it's a different way to play, but I've been spoiled to the idea that Dark Souls games are skill based and timing and all that is everything. But it seems like with most bosses and most enemies and stuff, well, some of the more difficult ones, like, it's better just to, like, just keep smashing buttons and hope that you dodge, or, you know, hope that, yeah, or hope that you hit them. Like, I don't really like it, is my point. But, I don't know. Maybe that's the design choice they wanted to go with. So if that is, like, I wasn't liking it too much. So. Oh. Whee! Oh boy. Yeah, I might think about changing my stats. And see, that's another thing is, like, having low health was never a problem for me in a Dark Souls game. But in this one, it's just like, it's so easy to get hit that it's almost best to just make sure you don't die in one hit, you know? And then I'm kind of thinking, like, the best success you could probably have in this game is to just dump a whole bunch of points in health and then just kind of plow your way through it. And I'm sure the game will punish you for it, but the thing is, your survivability will probably be so high that it won't even matter. And I'm pretty certain that's the case, even though, you know, that's not the playstyle that I prefer. And it's kind of disappointing, you know, if that's the case. You know, because Dark Souls is better than that, so. But who knows? We'll just have to see. Alright, so let's see if I can beat this boss. Oh, got it. I'm not sure about that attack, man. Yeah, I thought I was sure about it, but I don't know now. Oh! Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I thought that was a slap technique. I didn't know it was a grab. Oh. But yeah, hopefully PvP will be much better. Because I was so disappointed. And it's like, and one of the biggest things I don't like so far is how, like, all of the easy to use weapons are really dominant. You know, because a lot of times the way that this game works, because of this pacing of it, you'll be in a neutral fighting, like, for example, like, it's really difficult to build momentum in this game without constantly moving forward. Like, you have to be aggressive to build momentum in this game. You know, which you had a little bit more options in other Souls games. Well, especially Dark Souls 2. I mean, I can't really speak for Dark Souls 1. Oh, got me again. Yeah, I can't speak for Dark Souls 1. But yeah, in Dark Souls 2, you could build momentum in a lot of ways. Like, you could build it from a distance, you can build it from medium range, you can build it from long range. You could set up, you know, mind games from all of those different ranges. And of course, you know, some of the weapons weren't all that great, but some of them were. So for example, like the great arrows, or I'm sorry, like the great bows and stuff, there wasn't really much you could do with those. You know, those were more of like one shot, one kill sniping. But for the most part, there were bows where you could do that, where you could zone effectively. And it's sort of like you can control the pace of the fight, you know, as long as you timed your attacks properly. But I don't know, Dark Souls 3, like, the timing is just really strict with some of the more skill-based weapons. And punishing your opponent is a lot more difficult than it's ever been, in my opinion. So I'm kind of like not sure where they were going with the combat. And the PvE is a perfect example of like how PvP should work. Like, it's designed so well, I'm almost kind of unsure why they decided for PvP to work differently. Like, Just make it work the same way you did with PvE. I don't see a problem with it. Okay, so I kind of understand that. Yeah, I didn't see a problem with it, but that's not the design choice they went with. So. All right, let's see if I can buff my weapon again. Up. Oh boy. Yeah, like for example, the delayed strikes and stuff that the enemies do. Like, I guess if I was to spam roll there, I probably could have survived. But you see the precision in it, where you're allowed to make adjustments. Well, at least the bosses are. I've noticed, and the enemies, they're allowed to make adjustments on the fly when it comes to trying to hit you. And I'm not sure if it's just a timing thing where they have different attacks for different types of patterns of play, but it's effective, whereas even though you can be really spammy about how you roll, a person can just, you know, observe how it is you move and then punish you with lunging attacks or attacks that reach a little bit further or have a little bit of shorter distance to punish you on the fly. But it's like, it seems like with Dark Souls 3, you're kind of locked in to what it is you commit to. Like, the shield splitter is a perfect example of that. Like, the thing is, like, why in a game where, you know, both opponents have like so much leeway to move around and it's not clunky, why would you like not, oops. Yeah, like, why would you not use like a half sorting technique? Like, with shield splitter, let me change the timing of it. You know, it's just one timing as far as I could tell. And it's very predictable. But it's like when you actually land it, like the damage isn't even nowhere near rewarding enough to merit like why it's so difficult to hit. And I'm sure it's like that with things like probably Sacrificial Flame and Soul Stealer or the Dark Hand. Like, I'm pretty sure that you have the same problems with those attacks. But the thing is, like, Dark Souls 2 showed you exactly how to do it properly. Attacks that have a long wind up, you know, should have some kind of deceptive technique attached to it. Like, for example, with the Bone Fist. The thing is when you did the jumping kick attack, there was an initial, I would say, stealth attack that you did that allowed you to get a hit confirmed. So then you know that the jump kick would land or not. You don't get hit confirmations in Dark Souls 3 as far as I can tell. And it's unfortunate because the fights are so fast-paced. So I'm not sure where they were going with the design choice, but I don't know. Oh, you see it? Okay. I wasn't sure what was going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure about their design choice, so I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I decided what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably just gonna grab my soul's homeward bone out of that fight and then just go ahead and focus on increasing my health, because like this system just doesn't work the way I was hoping. And you know, it might surprise me with other things, like once I can actually have survivability, like I might find out an interesting meta. But as of right now, to be honest, I'm not really interested in I'm not really interested in the PvP that Dark Souls 3 has right now. And it's unfortunate, you know, because like I'm a big PvP advocate. Dark Souls 2 pretty much sealed that, so yeah. Just gonna head back. So alright, I'll see you when I'm a little bit more durable, and then we'll continue the Let's Play.
Manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within them, retreating to the darkness beyond dimension. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within them, retreating.
Alright, welcome back. I made a few changes, so what I decided to do is go ahead and just dump a good 20 points into Vigor. I took Attunement down to base level, because I was only using 3 spells really, so it was no point in me having the 4th slot. I have a lot of Estus to replenish my focus points, and I haven't been using Shield Splitter as much because it's not really that good. Well, I mean, it's good for sneak attacks when you can't backstab, but it's situational, so I don't use it as often as I was in the beginning. Endurance, I think I bumped up a little bit. Everything else is pretty much the same except for Dexterity and Intelligence, which I dumped to, well, I dropped to 15 just to meet the requirements to cast the spell. So hopefully this will be enough to get me through this fight. I'm pretty confident because now he can't one-shot me. So, like, that was probably the only real problem. He said I was dying in 1 hit, but he's not really that difficult of a boss as far as I can tell. But yeah, this might be the answer for PvP 2, and I'll try it out. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in where PvP is headed. So let's see if this bonus helps. I'm so missing. Whoa. Much better. I don't have to keep healing, so that's one thing. bonus damage. Oh wow. Okay. That was cheesy. Alright, Dark Souls, that was just cheesy. That was cheesy. I don't even know how I feel about that. Oh yeah, he can stab people, so better be careful. Or she, I'm sorry. That's so sad though. The difference between this fight was the fact that like the don't get hit rule wasn't in effect. Or it wasn't as good, I would say. Huh. Oh wow. No. I wasn't sure you were gonna stop. Wasn't sure. But this fight's pretty much over, so. Oh, come on. What? Please don't die to something stupid. Alright. That was just stupid. Yep. That was pretty much the secret. So just plow my way to victory. How disappointing. But 'tis Dark Souls 3. See you later. Okay.